What up? You now tuned in to CCTV, hosted by your boy, my nigga, behind the cam, young CUZ.
Oh yeah, MMA, we all in. What's going on with you, my nigga? It's been a minute.
Man, nothing, man. Just trying to finish up this mixtape. I got that flame. It'll be dropping within the next 2.5 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Give or take. Might come a little bit sooner than that. Just got to wrap up a few songs and then we're good to go.
Alright, so since we got you here, goddamn shit, why don't you go and tell us what you think, shit, what's going on in the game nowadays, man? What you think? What you think going on with the people who spin? Who you think really spin?
Who I think is really spitting right now? I think rap's gotten like real poppy right about now. So I think as far as like who's really like still giving it to him on the mic, you know, right off the bat, I have to go with my boy Tip. You know what I'm saying? Because he just dropped that Trouble Man, and that shit is probably like the best album that I heard, you know, in a long time. Because like I heard, I can't remember if it was on the internet watching Power 105 or something. I heard somebody say that, you know, a lot of CDs nowadays are more like playlists or mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? It's not. It's just like a bunch of songs like put together, but there's really like nothing, like no theme or really nothing like bringing it together like as a whole like project. You know what I'm saying? Because you listen to each individual song, but then once you listen to all the songs, that each individual song has its message, but all the songs together, you know what I'm saying, are supposed to have like a kind of like a greater theme. You know what I'm saying? The message as a whole too. Outside of just having an individual message. And I think Trouble Man is like, you know, the best CD that I heard that I would actually still consider an album, because it's got a theme, you know, and he also did the short films, you know what I'm saying, with the video. So Tip comes to mind.
Oh yeah, that address is going in.
Yeah, definitely the address is going in. I listen to a lot of independent shit. So I'm gonna have to go with my nigga AR Ave. He used to fuck with Cassidy.
Yeah, that mud music.
He got that mud music, you know what I mean? That shit go hard. Let's see, who else is spitting nowadays? That's an interesting question because like I said, rap's got real poppy. I gotta give you at least 1 or 2 more people. I think Mac Miller. I think people sleeping on Mac Miller. Like, he definitely got some flow. I've seen a couple freestyles that he did. His shit is ill. I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and throw out there something I recently heard. Also, my nigga Joel Santana. He came out with that. What is it? Is it God Willing or Lord Willing? Yeah, that mixtape was pretty hot. You know, he always came hard with the rhymes, so. That'd probably be the last person I'll just throw out there just to give you a few quick people.
Alright, so what's your perspective on the game? What kind of moves you trying to make?
Man, like, I'm just trying to make good music. You know what I'm saying? Me, of course, yourself, you know what I'm saying? We both part of the team. Just trying to make good music that either people can listen to when they're, you know, just having a good time or just feel good and just want to, you know what I'm saying, have something to bump to or get hyped to or bob their head to, you know what I'm saying? B, music that in some way, shape, or form is going to either inspire somebody or, you know, make them feel good or, you know, maybe just lift it, make them feel like lifting their head up, you know what I'm saying, and letting them know that there's somebody just like them who's in the same position that they are, trying to make it from the bottom to the top, basically, you know what I'm saying, make your dreams come true, you know, and just really make good music and make all different kinds of music, you know what I'm saying, something for everybody, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's really for those people who are at the bottom and they got a dream and they're trying to make it and odds are against them. The small fry, our allies.
All right, so I got that flame. Give me a quick. What's the rundown with that? What's the whole little thing behind I got that flame?
Well, I wanted to do a mixtape that was more like an album first, but I had more songs compiled that I was gonna do for a mixtape that I actually had planned on coming out second instead of first, which was, of course, I Got That Flame. And it's just a mixtape. It's just real hip hop. You know, I wanted to just take it just straight to, when people, there was a time like probably like 3 or 4 years ago, and people still do it now, of course, but it was a little more noticeable, I guess, then, where people was making mixtapes. They was jacking other people's beats. You know what I'm saying, and putting their own words and their own twists and their own versions on them and doing remixes. And that's something that I always really admired in hip hop and thought was, really exciting and entertaining. So I wanted to do a mixtape, with just jack beats, songs that were done within the last 2 years. A couple legendary songs that are maybe a little bit older. Like I got a Grinder freestyle on there. I got a Dead Wrong, which is a Biggie beat. You know what I'm saying? Freestyle. And it's basically like a mixtape that feels like an album because it's jack beats. Like I said, it's real hip hop. It's got bars, of course, but it's also got material that I did that is like, even though I'm taking somebody else's beat, I formulated it into a song. So some of the things on there are more like songs, and it's just got a nice variety of different stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. So, do you have anything else in the making, group wise?
Oh, of course. MMA. We working on a mixtape.
We all in?
We got a title or two brewing. We think we're gonna go with Alliance Music. You know what I'm saying? I think that's pretty much solidified. So, after I drop this mixtape, then you got Respect coming to you, Young CUZ, of course. Then we gonna, hit the streets with the MMA mixtape. We kind of wanted to let people know where we stand individually, so that when we put all it together, they can see the bigger picture as far as like it really meaning what it says. Mixed Microphone Alliance. His style, my style. We both got two different various styles, but they're both very lethal and they're both very creative, entertaining. So I feel like if people see them individually and then they see them together, it's kind of like, it's almost like looking at one of those pictures that you got to stare at, and you don't really see. You got to stare at it to see the hidden image. You look at it initially and you see it one way.
Yeah.
And then once you stare at it long enough, you see the hidden image. And then after you see the hidden image, you see it all together as one bigger picture, and it's almost like a collage.
Right. Okay, so you got any shout outs or anything, man?
Oh yeah, my usual shout outs. I got a few extra. I want to shout out Young CUZ, of course. Always got to shout out my nigga first, because you know what I'm saying, he the only one besides myself who really been rocking with the team since day one. Also, my nigga Easy Fantastic, but I'm just talking about as far as MMA is concerned. But shout out to my nigga Easy Fantastic, like I said. Shout out to Stack Boys. I want to shout out to a lot of people in Athens, because, you know what I'm saying, we all trying to pursue a dream, and at the same time, nobody's really put Athens on the map. So anybody who's, trying to follow the same dream, put the same place that we know and love on the map, we want to let them know that we see what they're doing and we support that, and we want to shout them out. So shout out to Stack Boys, shout out to Kid Food, shout out to Ant the Ripper, shout out to my nigga T Fresh, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Skateboard Slick. I don't know if you still doing music, dog. I really don't be online like I'm supposed to, but all the shit that I done heard is fucking dope. I hope you still doing your thing, dog. Fucking shout out to my mom. You know what I mean? Shout out to my girl, Danielle Huff. Shout out to You know what I mean? My daughter, Aaliyah Thomas, my daughter, Naomi Huff, my son, Lawrence Quarles, you know what I'm saying? My stepson. Um, and shout out to everybody who's just out here grinding hard, man. Like, shout out to Pipe Pacino, you know what I'm saying? Young CUZ did the interview with him, you know what I'm saying? I checked that out. One of the latest things to drop from CCTV. I listened to a couple songs. I like that movement. It's going strong. Shout out to Nate D. I remember there's a lot of people I really should shout out, but can't think of everybody all at once for some reason. But yeah, man, shout out to anybody else who supported the movement, who shows us love, anybody who fucks with us. Even if you don't fuck with us, you know what I'm saying? Even if you just got your own separate thing going on, but you bubbling in Athens, you know what I'm saying? Shout out.
All right, man. So tell them when I got that flame gonna drop, man. Tell them what they watching and we gonna get the fuck out of here.
Shit. Now, I Got That Flame is gonna drop in 2 to 2.5 weeks or less. So at the maximum, you shouldn't be expecting more than 2.5 weeks. But then again, like I said, or less. So you might hear me pop up and say, you know what I'm saying, it's ready. So any moment now it's coming. I Got That Flame, Amazing Thomas.
All right, let them know what they watching and let's get the fuck out of here.
CCTV, GA 706, Classic City, stand up. We over and out.
Gone.